Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Crafty Beer Reviews. Today I will be reviewing Stone 5th Anniversary IPA. This is a part of their 20th Anniversary Encore Series, and at time of recording this is only a month old. So really fresh. They're using Magnum and Centennial hops in this one, and I'm really looking forward to this one personally, mostly because this was a beer that I never got to experience. Mostly because I was 11 years old when this came out. That's right, it came out back in 2001, so this is been 15 years since it came out, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, this is kind of a look back at some of Stone's past, which is really cool. Let's go ahead and check out the aroma. Oh yeah, that is classic West Coast, classic Stone. Lots of pine, lots of resin, very, very dank and green kind of smelling. Decent bit of citrus too. I'm getting a lot of grapefruit peel, a lot of kind of orange, sweet orange. Yeah, wow though, I mean tons of pine, tons of resin, lots of dankness, definitely a very earthy, kind of green hop notes in this one. A little bit of some sweet kind of bready notes, maybe even a hint of caramel from the malt bill. Yeah, just very, very big on that whole West Coast hop thing. It's kind of cool to see how, things have changed from what Stone is doing nowadays to what they did in the past. Let's go ahead, take our first sip. Oh, wow. Yeah, just like in the aroma, the first thing I get is pine, and more pine. I mean, wow. Yeah, lots and lots of that West Coast pine, lots of this really resinous, green, just very, very earthy, dank, sticky almost kind of type of hop note in this one. Second sip, I'm getting a little bit more orange. There's definitely some grapefruit. Almost a little bit of a light lemon zest kind of thing going on for sure. So you definitely have this citrus element to it, but it's also, again, just that classic old school West Coast kind of thing going on, which is kind of funny. It actually reminds me a little bit of old school Ruination back in the day. A little bit of a floral hop component as well, the more I sip on it, but definitely mostly about that dank, resiny, green kind of West Coast thing. You're also getting a little bit of some light caramel sweetness to this one, a little bit of some light breadiness as well. Not much, but the malt bill is definitely a little bit more noticeable than a lot of the newer IPAs these days, especially the ones from Stone, and just, yeah, a lot of the new kind of new school, I guess, IPAs as you would call them. And this one also packs a decent bit of bitterness. I mean, this is that classic bitter West Coast Stone double IPA kind of thing. A lot of dryness, finishes very, very dry, just very bitter for sure. Fuller sided, medium body, slightly creamy kind of mouthfeel. Alcohol is totally hidden, just like Stone does nowadays. They are the masters of hiding alcohol. Not a trace. You don't taste it, feel it, smell it, nothing whatsoever. Very, very easy to drink. Very light drinking, actually, for considering the fact that it's almost 9%, but that also makes it really, really sneaky. It's kind of cool. It definitely reminds me a lot, again, just a lot of like the old school West Coast kind of double IPAs, basically. It's a very good beer. It's not my favorite, and I gotta say too that these days my palate has really changed from what I liked back in the day, and I think based on most consumers' kind of palate change, that's where we're seeing more tropical, fruity, kind of less bitter, less dank type of, double IPAs these days. I mean, Stone's even gotten a little bit away from stuff like this too. So, interesting look back in the past. It's very good. It's not my favorite. It's not really my particular style anymore, but I can recognize it for how good it is. So, in terms of rating, guys, I'm going with an 8.7 out of 10. If you guys have had this one before, especially if you got to try this one back in the day, let me know how this rebrew of it stands up. I'd be curious to see how accurate it is. And if you've had, and you know what, I'd also like to know, what are some of your favorite Stone Anniversary beers? So that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below. Alrighty guys, that does for this beer review. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that like button. And remember, I hope whatever you're doing involves good craft beer. See ya.